My name is Nikki Fighton, and I'm a water resource scientist, and I work for Spokane County Environmental Services. A water resource scientist generally studies the broad range of water on the planet, and that can include lakes or rivers or even oceans. Sometimes it's groundwater and aquifers. My specialty is in wetlands, which is where the two kind of come together. Surface water recharging the groundwater, and my focus is on finding areas that can be restored to historical wetland status to kind of enhance the health of the environment. My daily activities really vary quite widely. I could be in the field all day, or I can be in the office. Typically, I'm usually monitoring water levels and water temperatures to kind of get an idea throughout the year where our kind of aquifer and wetland water tables are, so we know how that might enhance, vegetation and wildlife habitat, and to be able to understand the ecosystem health based on measuring data from the ground or measuring data from bird surveys or vegetation surveys, and kind of putting all those together to kind of get a really good handle on the ecosystem health and what maybe we could do to enhance that. My big project is really here at Saltese Flats, and it's a 600-acre wetland that was drained over 100 years ago for farmland, and Environmental Services has purchased the property to try to maybe bring it back to original wetland status, and that's where my expertise comes in. And hopefully we're eventually able to bring that wildlife and bring that habitat back, as well as open it up for the community of Spokane County as a recreational area. And wetlands are extremely useful for lots of things. It controls like floodwater in the springtime. We're hoping to hold water onto the flats to be able to kind of provide some aquifer recharge later in the summer when it's really dry and we don't get a lot of rainfall, as well as kind of bring biodiversity of plants back, so we can maybe bring more wildlife into the area. Greater diversity of birds, perhaps, maybe even bigger animals like moose or elk would potentially be able to use these habitats. As far as tracking water levels go, that's kind of the easiest way to understand where our water table is. And with the greater population moving into Spokane and more people relying on our aquifer for drinking, it's becoming more and more important that we kind of know seasonally where those water levels are. We use these pieces of equipment called data loggers that are kind of displayed all over the site in like the pond itself or even in the ground. We pull those once every couple of months and download data from them, and they track water fluctuations hourly. My education started by earning a bachelor's degree in water resources science. I was really excited to be able to go out and work after that, and so I did, and I had about 5 years of work experience before I eventually went back for my master's degree. It was very important for me to have that experience, especially in a field that's so broad. There's so many directions you can go with a degree in water resources that I really wanted to kind of explore the different options, really see where I maybe wanted to end up one day. And so I took those 5 years to work lots of different seasonal jobs in lots of different places. I got to see some really amazing things, especially in the western part of this country. So when I went back for my master's degree, I really kind of knew what I wanted. I knew I was really interested in wetlands. I knew I was really interested in habitat restoration. And so I was really able to focus my master's thesis based on the experience that I had. The master's degree has really helped me solidify a permanent career level and a job that I really enjoy. It was a long track to the top, but I think it was very well worth it.